I know you're a brilliant exploratory tester. What does that mean for how you report when you learn while testing? Awesome question.
Wait, sorry, can you ask it again? It was too...
So Marit says, I know you are a brilliant exploratory tester. So what does that mean for how you report while you, when you learn while testing?
Okay, so if you're reporting while testing, how are you reporting what you're learning? Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to cover it was those sort of like during the act as opposed to summarizing afterwards. Okay. Yeah. The thing that I have had to practice is stating expectations before I do a thing so that when my expectations are violated, it's clear sort of why I'm surprised or what I've discovered. I find, particularly if I'm in a pairing or a mobbing situation, right, working with an ensemble, a group of people, and I'm trying to get them to a place where they can also not just test something by themselves, but they have the thought process that I have, right? They can practice noticing the things that I have. I want to impart my skills onto them. Then I have part of that is describing the thing that you want, so that when you discover something else, it's clear.
Right.
And yeah, just taking that time to say, I think it's going to do this, and having the conversation before you click on the thing or before you type the thing in.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So it does. So it sounds like you're not, because again, when I do this, like when I hear test reporting, it's definitely a discrete moment after the testing is done. But what this question and your answer seem to be talking about is, well, I'm not done, but I am telling you what's going on. So I'm still kind of cluing you in. Like, I'm about to do this thing. It seems like something's about to go weird. Like, is that easy to do? How does that work now with remote? Or you're talking about pairing sessions, or like how does that work now?
I was you're correct in that I was in my head picturing us either sitting next to each other at one desk or in a conference room all together. It works not as well remotely. It is tiresome that there is a delay on the sound and the video. And when you're sharing your screen, then the other person, particularly if they have children going to remote schooling and lockdown, may not have the bandwidth to have the mouse update fast enough along with the video. And so, yeah, the constraints are such that it is harder. It's also a lot easier in person to point and go, that thing. Yeah. And remotely, you have to say the thing in the top left corner that's red. Do you see it? No. Under that? No. The other thing, right? Or you have right, or hopefully you're using even more descriptive words than I am right now, so that the person isn't just like following what you're doing.
Yeah.
But in working in an ensemble, it's important to communicate at the right level of abstraction so that you're not driving anyone insane, right? If you are saying, I want to create a user, but the person doesn't know how to do that or where to go, then that's not going to work. But also if you're saying type.com in on the email address, that's also not going to work, right? You have to like figure out what, whether you need to communicate the idea or the intent, or like the location, the detail, something more specific. But yeah, all of that, all of the like setting expectations, describing what you're doing, seeing what's weird and pointing that out is tiring and harder remotely. And yeah, for someone who gets tired of talking for 8 hours at a time and being on calls all the time, it's yeah, it's been hard.
Okay, awesome answer. Thanks for the question, Marit.